It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Oh, yes, Mzansi, welcome back as your Feel Good Breakfast Show. A reminder, it's Tuesday, and that means Health Tuesday is ticking so many boxes with great conversations coming up, and especially when we talk about today's temperatures, because I think this conversation is something to note. This winter, your first stop for trusted healthcare advice might be closer than you think. We're talking about community pharmacists, which have become essential partners in helping South Africans manage cold, flu, and seasonal illnesses, which is right from the heart of their neighborhood. So today we're joined by what I believe is one of our family members right now, Jackie Mayman, the CEO of the Independent Community Pharmacy Association. And she's here once again to chat about how pharmacists are really truly stepping up to support healthier communities this winter. So before we even begin, Jackie, thank you. How are you doing this morning?
Very well, thank you. And yourself?
Oh, fantastic. Listen, I haven't been compromised yet from the season and the changes, but everybody around me, lots of coughing.
Absolutely.
I'm hoping that nothing crazy happens, but I'm not worried because I know I've got pharmacists like you out there. And I think that's what we need to talk about. The fact that we have a community of people helping us, and not just our community around us, but pharmacists are now a part of that, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
There you have an option, and I think that's important when we're looking at help and assistance in this time of need. So we talk about pharmacists. They don't only dispense medication. There's a little bit more that's happening here, right? Can you talk more about this?
So a lot of people, you say, what does a pharmacist do? And they think they give us medicine
Just
when we
hand things to you.
take a prescription.
Yeah.
Yes. No, there's a lot more than that. And, the pharmacists are accessible. So you can just walk into a pharmacy, they open long hours, 7 days a week, pop in and go and chat to your pharmacist. There's so much more that we do than just dispensing medicine. Yeah. So we can give public education, health advice, we can help you stop smoking, we can vaccinate, immunize.
Oh, wow.
Minor ailments, if you've got a cough or a cold, just pop in and chat to your pharmacist.
Okay.
We can screen for things like hypertension, high cholesterol. We can help you with advice on stress, sleeping. Oh. So, yes, please do utilize your pharmacist.
As you mentioned this, I'm just thinking to myself, we have so many South Africans out there that have become so budget conscious as well, and often will debate between, should I spend money going to the doctor to find out or just figure it out on my own? Theoretically, what you're saying is that we could save cash with that consultation fee and just potentially ask a pharmacist instead.
No, absolutely. If it's a minor ailment, it's not necessary to go and see your doctor. Saying that, doctors are very essential healthcare professionals.
Yeah.
And if you stop in at your pharmacy, we can advise you if we think you should go and see a doctor, because there's only certain medication that a pharmacist can give. It really is for treating minor ailments, but we can advise you if you need to go and see your doctor.
Oh, that's perfect. So to give us the peace of mind, we'll never make a mistake going to the pharmacist first, because they'll always be able to recommend something for us in that term of a solution, or go to the doctor.
Absolutely.
I love that.
So I think, a lot of people say, well, when do I go to my pharmacist or when do I go to the doctor?
Yeah.
So here's some advice for you. In an emergency, somebody struggling to breathe, very high temperature, in a major injury, don't go to your pharmacist or your doctor. You go straight to the emergency room.
Okay.
You don't mess around. And if you're not mobile, call an ambulance. If you are seriously ill, go straight to your doctor. If you're saying to yourself, I wonder if I should go to the doctor or the pharmacist, go to the pharmacy. Because even if you phone and make an appointment with your doctor, you're only going to see them later.
Yes.
So you're not wasting any time. Pop into the pharmacy. We can assess your medical history, what are your symptoms, and then we can say, you know what, this is not just a cold and flu. This is a serious infection, and you need to go and see your doctor. So I think, that's the difference. We're always there for advice.
Yeah.
And if you have got flu and you really feel you can't get out of bed, phone your pharmacy.
I think this is perfect advice, and I can only now say, well, pretty much all the answers that I needed have been answered here, but let's just be more practical about the season. Obviously, we're going into winter. What sort of over-the-counter medicines are available to assist us in maybe this sort of season we're heading into, the cold flu season? A lot of respiratory tract infections also starting to pop up now. What can we look out for to kind of assist us in this?
Yeah, well, as you're so right, you know, it's the changeable seasons where we really struggle because one day it's freezing. You can see I've got my polar
feel it,
neck
yeah.
on, but I believe Thursday we're going to be 30 degrees.
Yeah, I'm going to be in the
And
waves on Thursday again. Yeah.
So this is the time where a lot of people get sick,
Yes.
and it is so important to prepare for winter. All right. So the first thing is healthy immune system requires a healthy lifestyle. Eat properly, get enough sleep, try and minimize your stress.
Essentials, yeah.
Exercise. Guys, please, even if it's a 10-minute walk, don't sit the whole day. Get some exercise in.
Perfect, yeah.
If you do have a chronic illness, and I heard earlier you had a prof here talking about diabetes,
Yeah.
you heard him say that all of the bad things that can happen to you if you're a diabetic are preventable. But you've got to take the medicine. So if you've got a chronic condition, make sure you're taking the medicine
Yes.
and you're being treated to target. The other thing, vaccinate. Please, guys, go and get your flu vaccine so that you don't end up with a serious flu infection. Take a good multivitamin, support your immune system. And then lastly, go chat to your pharmacist. Do have some things in your medicine chest. I always say to people, make sure that you've got something for pain and fever. And again, you've got a family, so you might have a toddler, a teenager, a husband who's allergic to certain things, and then myself.
Yeah.
Speak to the pharmacist and make sure you've got something for each of those family members. And then the last thing I would say is, you can hear I'm a little bit bunged up. Make sure you've got maybe a good antihistamine, again, for the whole family. So you can't give a tablet to a toddler. And maybe some cold and flu preps as well. But very important that they are individualized for the person. You're a family, not an individual.
Makes absolute sense, Jackie. I couldn't thank you more for such pertinent advice, always coming through and educating us and kind of making me feel a little bit more at ease with the season and knowing that I can tackle it. So representing pharmacists all over, I think we can have more peace of mind. And for you, I think, Mzansi, your local pharmacy isn't just where you pick up your medicine, as you've heard. It's your go-to health hub for all seasons and all season long at that. So with expert advice and everyday support, your pharmacists help you stay one step ahead of winter. So all you got to do is ask about the ADCOCK INGRAM OTC Winter Survival Pack, which is a trusted relief for coughs, sore throats, body aches, and more. And if you want some expert health tips and easy wellness tools, then why not visit Be Prepared 365.co.za. A plethora of great information there to tackle the season. And on top of this, it gets even better because you stand a chance to win 2,000 Rand. And all you got to do is just reply to our Expresso competition post with who your go-to pharmacist is and why you trust them. Now, don't forget to add the hashtag ADCOCKOTC Winter in your answer. And a reminder, competition closes this Sunday. The T's and C's can be found at expressoshow.com. With that, I'm just going to be wishing and sending you nothing but good luck. And a reminder, head over to your pharmacist. Thank you so much.